YouTube family? It's your boy, the Dominican Savage here, back with another video. I'm sorry I haven't been uploading, man. It's been a crazy week as far as loss of, friends back home in New York, and it's been tough on all of us. So with that said, today I had some time, decided to make this video, so hope you guys enjoy. With that said though, guys, I am super grateful and super happy for everybody who came from TSG. Again, we're trying to make this channel grow as fast as possible. Last channel was at 179. We're already at 29. So it's a good pace, a good start out, and hopefully we get to the ultimate goal. Now, moving on to today's topic. I want to talk about perks. Not in the sense of like what perks are going to be in the next Modern Warfare, next Call of Duty, but more or less how are perks going to be managed in the next COD. Because we already know some of the perks that we're going to get. We know we're going to get the Ghost, the Dead Silence, the Scavengers of the world, the Cold-Bloodeds of the world. Me personally, again, those perks are fine to return, but of course I would like to see some new perks, some maybe a little more out of the ordinary. But at the end of the day, these perks have to come back, so a lot of recycled stuff, and it happens. It's normal. And by the way, guys, stay watching this video, man. I go off in the next map firing range, man. It's like at the 4-minute mark. I go crazy off. But yeah, guys. So with that said, it's like perks in Black Ops 4 for me personally. I was not the happiest when the beta came out. We complain about streaks not doing much or not doing nothing, period, but a big part of that is about what perks are put in what tiers. I feel like if you put good enough perks in each tier, it's gonna make the player have to make a critical decision as to what to run, and it has to be a trade-off with each perk. With that said, I hope they do bring pro perks back in Modern Warfare for whatever perk that's in the game. But yeah, so like for example in Black Ops 4 we have Dead Silence and Ghost in the same tier. I feel like that's a good trade-off. But to make things more interesting, I wish they would add another perk there, like to make, because you could get around it. There's loopholes, where you could run Ghost and Dead Silence together, and there you go. But now imagine putting Ghost, Dead Silence, and Cold-Blooded in the same tier. It's gonna force the player to make a critical decision, and that can definitely change the game, in my opinion, for the better. Because as of right now in Black Ops 4, or when the beta released, people were complaining, oh my goodness, my streaks aren't doing enough. And it's because Cold-Blooded was given to us in the beta literally like the first perk in tier 2, and throughout the year, they've buffed, they've nerfed Cold-Blooded so many times, they've done different things to it, where it's annoying now, where you're like, dude, like Cold-Blooded back in the days, yes, it shielded you from AI streaks, and it wasn't a problem back then. Why not? Well, simple answer. We had stopping power back then. We had Juggernaut back then. So players chose, like, well, you know what? I want stopping power. Even though everybody did rock stopping power for the most part, it definitely benefited to the streaks. So I feel like that's what they should do in this next Modern Warfare, or just for Call of Duty's coming out, period. Whether they go with the pick 10 system or go with the Call of Duty Ghost system, where one perk takes up 4 slots or 3 slots, whatever, like I feel like that will be, again, this is just my opinion, this is not like confirmed or anything, this is what I feel should happen. And I think by it happening, there's ways of, oh, we're about to go off, be ready. By this happening, there's ways where streaks could do more damage, and just overall gameplay, like even a more even playing field, I guess I would say, because it's freaking annoying, man. Like Cold-Blooded sometimes in Black Ops 4 is literally like, it's for me, I run it automatically. Like there's no way I'm not running Cold-Blooded in this game. Like I tell you right now, like my perks for every single class is Cold-Blooded, Dead Silence, and Scavenger. That's it. I don't run nothing else in this game. Back in Infinite Warfare, I used to run this perk called Blind Eye, which was, shielded from AIs, but not from ground. So, for example, like a sentry gun and things of that nature, they would just take you out regardless. So I feel like they should. I'm surprised Black Ops 4 didn't have a perk like a Blind Eye. Cold-Blooded just did everything. But hopefully in the future, in the new next Modern Warfare, they do change this up. And another thing I would like to see come to Modern Warfare when it comes to perks, we spoke about putting great perks together in the same tier to make it harder for the player to choose. Make us make that decision, you know. But one of the things I want to see is prestige tokens go away. Like back in the days, back in Black Ops 1 or Modern Warfare 2, you know, you prestige and everything was locked. Like you couldn't unlock a perk, you couldn't unlock nothing. Like you had to re-rank, go up the rank again to get that perk again or whatever, to use whatever you want. You had to just do it again. And you know, when they first started bringing, look at it, we're going off. When they first started bringing these prestige tokens in, like at first it was something cool because you'd be like, oh, I could get that gun. But I feel like in Black Ops 4 it was, again, this could go back, this could be good or bad. But prestige tokens, if cold-blooded is anything like Black Ops 4, then I think it's bad. Then prestige tokens need to go. But if they do change it up and they do add other perks in the game or put everything together, then, you know, maybe give or take, it'll be good or bad. But prestige tokens, obviously, let's say cold-blooded is on level 52 and there's only 55 levels. You know, if there's no prestige tokens, that's a long way to go again before you have cold-blooded. You know, and that's one thing I feel like they need to do is put cold-blooded or whatever perk is like gonna be very dominant heavy, you know, up like in the higher tiers. Like you can't put a perk that's so strong like cold-blooded, especially like in Black Ops 4. Again, this is all going off based off Black Ops 4 system. You know, not the past. I feel like the past did it right, you know, or it had multiple streaks. Or just not have cold-blooded in the game. Have multiple perks that do, like 2 perks that make cold-blooded, if that makes sense. Like a Infinite Warfare did, like a Black Ops 3 did, you know. So I feel like that's the route they need to go. You know, again, if you agree, fine. If you disagree, you know, maybe I'm too harsh right now, whatever. You know, this is all off the top of the Chrome Dome. You understand? So bear with me. Again, so it's either get rid of prestige tokens so that you won't have these crutch perks. You know, after you prestige, everybody's gonna have them, and that may be, oh, nerf the streaks right there because of the streak is so strong. Or make perks like Blind Eye come back, cold-blooded, obviously still in the game, and put them in the, you know, whether it be, of course, different tiers or even the same tier. Make them high to get, you know, get to as you're ranking up. Again, give or take, you know, we will see. But that's my take. I feel like they definitely should put multiple perks in the same tier that are strong as, you know what, because in Black Ops 4 I feel like they just got Ghost and Dead Silence, which is fine, but after that there's really no other perk in the game that you need to run in that sense. Like in the tier 2, Cold Blood is the only perk that's worth running in my opinion. And in tier 1 I feel, you know, tier 1 is, you know, up in the air. There's multiple perks, but Scavenger is a perk that I definitely use. I'm sure if Crash wasn't in the game, a lot more people would use Scavenger, that's for sure. So yeah, guys, definitely give me your opinion, guys. Again, a huge thank you for everybody who came from TSG. This is just a quick video. I know this shit is running like on 8 minutes already. I don't know why I'm saying quick video, but I appreciate you guys. And again, if you haven't followed me on Twitter yet, go ahead and go follow me on Twitter. Again, talk crap. I like, you know, connecting with the Call of Duty community through Twitter and just to talk crap about sports like I've said before. But with that said, guys, I'll definitely catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of the video.
B locked down. Taking Alpha. Losing C. Location secure. Maintain current posture. Enemy took Charlie. Losing Bravo. Losing A.